Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking all about the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette Dark Magic. So this is what it looks like. So I've said in a lot of my will I buy it's that I did want to purchase one of these palettes, and this is the one that I end up purchasing. Today we are going to do a swatches, first impression, and a first look with this palette. So before we get started, I do hope that you will subscribe to my channel and like this video. So I just want to talk about the palette a little bit before we go into swatches. So it obviously comes in this packaging, and it is a cardboard palette, which I do appreciate. And it has got the mirror right there, which I don't necessarily need a mirror, but I do like a mirror. It comes with 10 shadows, so you can see there's a mixture of mattes and shimmers. This one only has got three shimmer slash foilable shades, and then this black one here has got glitter in it, which is kind of interesting. I don't often use a black with glitter, but you know. The look that I am wearing today is actually not the look that the tutorial is going to be. So this is a second look that I did with it. So I'll go ahead and show you that look. This look I used this taupe color, Busted, Mojo, Poof, and Diversion is all over the lid. So those are the colors that I used for this shade, and then I used a lot for this shade, for this look, and then I used a lot of the other colors for the look that you're going to see in the tutorial. So I've played with a lot of them. So when I go over the swatches, I'm going to go ahead and talk about what I think of the colors as well, and their wearability, blendability, things like that. I did get this at Ulta. So you can get these on the Morphe website or on the Ulta or on the Ulta website. I got it at Ulta because you can use your $3.50 off of $15, and these do cost $15. So with the $3.50 off, yeah, how do you like that nail? That's real nice, huh? It ends up being $11.50, which is about $1 a shade. The reason I chose this one was because I felt like the other three, there's like a warm yellow orangey one, there's a warm neutral one, and then there is a purpley one. And I feel like I have a lot of those colors already in my collection, and I wanted something different. And this was probably the most different from what I have in my collection already. So that's why I chose this one. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the swatches, and I'm gonna talk about these shades as I swatch them so you can know what I think about them. All right, so we're gonna start out with Poof is just this cream color shade, and that I use that as a brow bone highlight today, but that would also be a pretty color for on the lid if you're like creating a gradient of light into dark. I'll probably do a look like that at some point. The next one is Powder Puff, and I use this in the tutorial that I'm going to do. That color is gorgeous. If you spray it, which I do in the tutorial, you get like this beautiful foiled look. This one was very easy to work with. The next color is Shh. This is just a taupe shade. That one was probably the most difficult color to blend that I used, but I didn't find that it was overly difficult. If I worked with it, I got it to blend just fine. I know there's a lot of controversy about these palettes and about how wearable they are, or not wearable, about how blendable they are. I have not had that issue with this palette. So Trickery and Trickery is next. This one I also use in the look I'm going to do. That one is another very beautiful shade. And used wet, it gives that foiled look as well. This one is Diversion, and that is what I have on my lid today. I actually didn't wet this, and I forgot to use glitter. No, I did wet it. I forgot to use glitter glue, but it turned out really beautiful as well. And let's see. Now I'm going to go into the second row. So the first one we have is Potion. This is probably my favorite shade in the whole palette. But this one I did have to work with to blend out. You can see that it's kind of patchy. So that is one swatch there. And then I'll just go over it with another one. So you can build it up and you can blend it out, but it is a shade that you do have to work with. The next one is Busted. This one I have on today in my crease. And that one, I would say that's in between easy to work with and difficult to work with. So it wasn't impossible to use. And I was able to blend that out. I mean, you can see it doesn't look bad at all. I think it looks good, actually. The next color we have is Inside Job. This is going to be used in the tutorial today. That was an awful swatch, but I think it's a really pretty color. Let me go ahead and put a little more on top of that. It's like a green and blue color, but really deep. All right, then the next shade is Mojo. So that's just like a deep brown color. Let me just build that up for you a bit. I put that on the outer V area today, and I found that to be easy to work with. And the last one is that black glitter color, which is interesting. I have not used that color. That one is called Temptress. Let's see if we can build that up. Honestly, if I was going to use a black glitter shade, it would probably be to use all over the lid for a super smoky look, which I don't really do that often. So that is the color scheme of the Dark Magic palette. Let's go ahead and get into the tutorial, and then I'll give you my first impressions of this palette. The first color that I took was Potion. I have been so bad lately about remembering to press record. But this is all I've done so far. So I took Potion and I just blended it in the transition area. And just like always, I just went back and forth with circular motions. I did want to note that a lot of things I'm hearing about these palettes are that they don't blend very well. And so far, I think that this one blended just fine. Like, I don't have any kind of streaky marks. It looks even in color. So far, so good. Next, what I'm going to take is Inside Job, is this kind of like a deep greeny, it's this one, greeny blue color. And I'm going to put that in the crease, but I'm not going to put it all the way to the inner corner in the crease. Just going to put it about halfway over in that crease area. And bring it a little bit around here. Just to give some deepening on that outer part. Yeah, I mean, so far that one is blended pretty good. It's got a good pigment to it. All right, what are we gonna do next? I wish that this palette had one more bluish color and one more greenish color, but it doesn't. So I think what I'm gonna do is take Trickery, which is this color right here, and that's going to go on the outer part. What I'm going to do for the shimmer colors is on one eye, I'm going to use a pigment primer. You could use a glitter glue. And on the other eye, I'm not going to, just to kind of see the difference and how they wear. If there's a lot of transfer, you know the deal. And I am going to spray them because I always spray my shimmer shadows. All right, so we're gonna go in with Trickery, which is this color right here, just on the outer part of the lid. That's really pretty. So there's that color. Look how pretty that is. It kind of like gets a foiled effect to it. That's a really pretty shimmer color. And then I'm going to take got my Ulta switch pan here. I'm going to take Power Cut, which is this color here, and that one's going to go on the inner part of the eyelid. Those shimmers are beautiful. They are beautiful. I am going to go back in. I think I'm pretty much going to leave it as is in terms of not adding more color, but I am going to go back in with Python. Pull a little more of that inside job right on the outer V. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and do the lower lash line, and I'm going to take inside job right here, and that's just going to go right on the outside. And then I'm going to take Python on the inner 2/3. I think I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to go ahead and put on some liner and mascara, and I'll be back with my final look and thoughts on this palette. I am back with the final look already on both eyes. I'm getting some transfer up onto the upper eyelid. So let's keep playing with that to see what I can do to prevent that. All right, so overall, I like this palette. I know there's a ton of controversy about whether they're good or not. I didn't have the issues that a lot of other people are having. I know that there is said to be a V2 if you have a new palette. Mine does have the V2. There are also rumors that Ulta got all of the old palettes and Morphe's got all the reformulated palettes, but mine does have the V2 on there. Does it have the sticker? Yeah, it's got the sticker. I mean, it would be easy for them to slap a sticker on it but it's got the sticker with the new ingredients on there. The issues with this one, there were some that were harder to blend out, but for $1 a shadow, I think that that is a pretty good deal for this palette. I mean, you guys know that I'm gonna tell you the truth about it because part of my gig here is helping you save money. So I wouldn't tell you to buy something if I thought it was a waste of money. Now, I will say with this one in particular, and I haven't tried the other ones, so I don't know if they are good quality or not. This one, you are going to be creating deeper, smokier looks with. So if you just like this potion, I wouldn't recommend buying it because you really can't get a light eye look with this palette. I've done 2 different looks trying to use a variety of the shadows, and you're really not going to get a bright eye look with it. You are going to get something smoky with it. So if you don't like smoky eye looks, I would stay away from this. I definitely recommend getting them at Ulta with that $3.50 off coupon because that's going to save you money on this. If you like this color scheme though, and you like dark smoky looks, you don't have a selection like this in your eyeshadows right now, then I would recommend it to you. I mean, you have now seen 2 looks that I've done, and I think they turned out pretty good. I like the way they look. I don't think they look bad or unblended. That's my initial impressions of this palette. I hope you guys enjoyed the looks that I did. I know I didn't show this one, but we're all happy with my purchase of this Dark Magic palette. Let me know what your thoughts are, if you've tried any of the other ones or this one, and what you think of it. I do hope that you subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!